It's Sunday, and we've got an interview with Fran on the Edge. And then some awesome new stencils by our various designers. And I mean various. We've got quite the lineup today.
Absolutely.
This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together
We are PM Artist Studio.
Do say hello in the chat so I can say hello back. Otherwise, I do not know that you are here. And we like to know that you are here so we can say hello and be all friendly and, you know, just do all that business. All that chatty business. If you're watching on replay, thanks for doing that. We appreciate it. And if you come back to watch it again, we really appreciate that, man. Putting in the time.
Absolutely.
Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and then give those thumbsy upsies on this here video because that helps us with getting out there to the world along with the subscribing, and it's free.
No cost.
Number one freest way to support all that PM Artist Studio does is to give that subscribe to the channel. There you go. That's the spiel. Now we're done with that. All right, let's say hello to all our arty friends. Ooh, quite the list today. Holy cow. All right, you guys ready for this? We've got Amy Douglas, Angela Art Curious, that's Miriam, Becky Bokern, Belinda, Betsy, Brad, Kathy, Carrie, Christy, Daniela, Darcy, Dana, Devin, Eddie, Elizabeth, Estella, Fran is in the house. Yay. All right, we've got Gerald, hello. Griffin Shell, that's Rhonda, Janie, Yanka, Jeanette, a.k.a. Janette, Joni, Kathy, Carrie, Ketra, or Ketura. She says either way. Christy Meese is in the house. Hello, my bestie from forever. Like Gia is here. Lisa, Little This and That. Lori Paul, Marguerite, Marsha Markle, Maya, Nancy, Nightbot. She's the one you want to watch for because she prompts, well, she gets prompted by the mods and then things happen in the chat and you get noted up on some things. Patricia, Paula, Panka, Pia, Quirky Queens, that's Kirsten, Ricky, Nordmeyer, Sandy, Franklin, Silver Granny, and Grumpy Gnome, that's Lynn, Star Traveler, that's Linda, Stephanie Healer, Suzanne Rivard. Oh, hey, Tam. Tam's in the house. That's Tam, but we call it Tam. Terry Jones, Texture Junkie, that's Sharon, and Tracy LaBeouf. And that is the list that I have. If I missed you, it was not on purpose. This is simply that I did not see you on the list, and I apologize. But give me a little, you know, wavy hand, and I will say hello. All right, are we going to do announcements? Let's do quick announcements. Lots of things always happening over there in the Makers of Mixed Media Art Artists Facebook group. That's where we all hang out. If you don't know about it, there'll be a link in the chat, or you can always go down below in the description area. It's listed there as well. Let's see, our announcements are, hey, by the way, we hit 8K. Woohoo! It's actually 8,003 at this moment in time, I think.
Bartender's daughter just made her first prints yesterday.
Awesome.
Oh, that's so exciting.
And thank you for the card, Jerry. I appreciate that. Okay, so swap. That's the ATC swap. That's already in effect. So if you didn't sign up, then you're, you know, sugar brightness.
This is going too fast for me to read.
No. Sunshine brightness. Stuff, you know.
Yeah, both snot.
Yeah, that too. But actually, that didn't really, it's really SOL, so sunlight.
Oh, simply out of luck.
Simply out of luck. There we go. Hello, kitty. He's like, oh, you're doing something? Okay, and then we have the Misfit Scrap Swap. Oh, and then Becky did post in Makers requesting, you know, if you guys have any thoughts, ideas, or whatever you want to swap. So please comment on that. It is in the featured area. Remember, featured at the top. You can click the tab, or there is the little block, and you can swipe it if you're on your phone, or you click the little arrows and it goes through. That's where you find all the information. We've got the color combo by Paula and Carrie. That is pink, brown, yellow, and you know what other, you know, the regulars, the black, white, metallic business going on there. Then you have the Maker's Collage prompts headed up by Eddie. I don't like what you're doing right now.
Well, if it's going to go around the corner here, it's going to whack my computer. Your magnets are protruding.
Oh, they are. I guess Izzy stacked them all, so they're sticking out. It happens. Okay, and then we have the whole thing within the Maker's Creative Lab. If you want to mix all those things together, or if you just want to do a project and say, hey, I'll freshen something up, and then I'll put that hashtag on it. That's how you do it.
Absolutely.
Have any questions, just, reach out, let me know. This will be the final stream. If you want to enter into the 8K giveaway, you need to come back and leave a comment. This is the final one. This is actually the 7th stream. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 7th. Then what we will be doing is giving out 2 in the chat of probably next Sunday, because we need about a week to probably pull this together. Because we're going to do 8 packages and then the 2 one-on-one times with P. Those will be given away during the stream. All right, now, y'all have been noted up on things. Let's see if we can get this whole thing. All right, Fran, are you ready? Let me, I'm waiting for the thumbsy upsies from Fran, but we're just going to go over here to the guest chat view. Look at what I got up there. And then I'm going to see if I got this. And then we're going to, yes, we're going to start that. And make sure that Fran, I think she has the proper link, but I'm just going to copy that just in case. I'm a little nervous. We've sort of tested this, but, never really, like, you know what I'm saying, y'all. Okay. And there it is, just in case it is changed. But I don't think it changes unless I tell it to. All right, there we go. Awesome. Show on the stream. Let's close that. And then I'm going to...
Oh, I see Fran.
There she is!
Oh, my goodness. She does look like the mad scientist.
Oh, I think I have to turn our sound. Oh, probably not so loud, but...
Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Oh, I love that blue. Ooh. You are looking so spiffy, girl. And look at her. I love your goggles. Oh, my gosh. They're wonderful.
Do you hear us, and can we hear you? Oh, we can. I'm going to turn that volume up ever so... Okay, this cat. I swear. He's on a mission. I'm going to take the cat away. I'm going to let y'all talk.
You just sit there and fix
You look fabulous, Fran.
Absolutely. You. Yeah, meow my ass. Come on.
Oh, let me turn you up ever so... Is that the saber thing? Yeah.
Original.
Oh, the cleaned up one. Very nice.
Flexible. There's nothing better than a flexible saber.
You look fabulous.
Yes, you do.
I wore my fancy little tunic thing today.
Wouldn't it be fun to go out, to dinner? We could all go out to dinner and everybody, oh, look at that.
Uh-huh.
She's even got her bottoms on.
Well, Fran needs to get closer to her mic, and then I think that we will be...
Yes, I'm closer.
There you go.
Yes, we can hear that.
Yeah. All right. So, shall we start this interview? Have you properly shown off? Look at that outfit. I mean, it is just fab.
Gosh. Fabuloso.
This was made for me by my daughter.
Oh, really? Well, it's well done. Well done.
Yes, I say.
I wore it to a steampunk meeting. And,
Oh, it's just wonderful.
The steampunk meeting? There's a meeting? We haven't been...
yeah, there's a local group here. Yeah.
Well,
Wonder if we have a local steampunk group.
I don't know. We'll have to check that out. Probably not in Dallas, and if we do, they're all she and they do their nails.
They're she steampunkers. Everything's all shined up.
The women do the way things with bodices and stuff.
And no, I'm not into that. No. All right, are you ready to get interviewed?
Yeah.
Okay, are you gonna sit and do topside, or are you just gonna? I don't want you standing the whole time. That's gonna be.
Well, I can turn the camera down to the desk.
I can just put your picture up if you want me to.
I don't know.
And then that way.
You can sit down and
Or
relax.
do you have some fun stuff to show?
Well, that's something I'm in the process of doing.
Okay, we'll do that. We're cool. We've seen your face.
Okay. Just shut your eyes for a minute when I turn the camera down.
Okay. Y'all look away. It gets a little, like, woo.
Now, did you get a picture of her?
There we go.
Well, we can come back and get one.
Okay.
I have a picture of Fran actually
Oh,
wearing
love that.
that stuff.
Oh, Fran, I'm going to talk about you today. Even when we get into the stream, there's just, you just can't believe how instrumental you have been in my voyage.
Yeah, she talks about you all the time. She's like, oh, Fran would love this.
I do. I think about that. And you were the first one to point out the mappy prints, that you love the mappy prints.
Come over and see you.
We kind of lost her video, but we can still hear you. So I'm just going to put up your picture.
Hello?
Oh my God, that is wonderful. I just love it. I want to do me in black and white.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to have her picture up there because I think we're having a little audio, or I'm sorry, a little bit of the video issue, but where audio is good. So let's just go with that. If you're cool with that, Fran.
Marguerite says there's no sound for her. She needs to get closer to her mic.
Yeah, she needs to get closer to her mic.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys can't hear? I mean, I have it all the way up. So she's got to turn her mic up. Fran, can you hear us? Oh, we might have lost her. Hold on one sec.
Yeah, everybody
Oh, no, I
says
kind of
very
hear
low.
her clicking.
Very low. We're working on it, folks. Fran says you've gone quiet.
I think she may have dropped it on her. Well, she's still like there, but oh.
I can hear shuffling.
Yeah.
Speak, Fran.
Quiet.
There. Yeah. Can you hear us still or no? I think take that as a no. Let's see. Yeah, and see, and we're still not getting any video from her. Can you hear us, Fran? Well, shucky darns.
Now what?
Okay, fine.
I can hear her.
Yeah, we can hear.
But I don't know that she can hear us. She said no sound a while ago.
Oh, good. Well, that's all right then.
Yeah?
If you can hear me,
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear
I
you.
can't hear you anymore.
Oh, you can't see
That's
us.
fine. Well, it isn't if you want to ask me questions.
That's right.
Shall I leave and come back again?
Yeah, do that.
We'll get it worked out, folks.
Because I don't think it liked having the camera moved around.
Ah.
It was a little too, I don't know, something for it.
Because if I can't hear the questions,
Oh, there we
I'm not
go.
allowed to play.
There we go. Yeah, and I'm talking to her.
I'll leave it
I think she's on delay. She's listening to the stream. Is what's happening right now.
I don't think.
And I can't even barely hear her.
And as Mo says, it's a long way across the pond. Yes, we can hear you.
But I think she's listening.
Yep.
She's listening to the stream versus.
Do I have to stream on? Yes.
Okay, well, but you're not listening to the stream.
No.
Okay, you're just strictly listening to here. Okay, perfect. But you can hear us now. We're good.
But she's.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
That sound
I'm
right
trying
there.
to keep as close to the microphone
She
as I
needs to keep
can.
the mic to her.
Yeah, you got to keep it close. Yeah.
Yeah. Not the best. I'm going to get a proper microphone because it's just not great. Because when you concentrate and your head tips down, and it's like your microphone ahead of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
I'm going to come back.
So people are saying hello to you, Fran.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
All right. So, do you have questions first, or do you want me to ask questions first?
Well, I want to just ask, kind of background stuff and, nosy stuff and that kind of thing. And of course, I'm always concerned about, food and drink. And I think a lot of our people are concerned about that because, people that, like to send you stuff on your birthday and stuff like that, and they like to know what you like. So I wanted to know, like, what are some of your favorite foods? What do you like to cook? Your most favorite thing?
I don't do a lot of cooking.
Ah.
I'm afraid my range of food is extremely limited at the moment.
Oh, are you?
Various things wrong with me, so I can't I can't eat any carbohydrates. Well, I can eat low carbohydrates. I can't eat anything with sugar in it.
We're doing that too.
I'm currently decaffeinated tea, which is okay.
Oh.
But I'm not keen on the decaffeinated coffee. I'm being naughty with that, having an occasional brew of coffee.
Yeah.
It didn't seem to make much difference to my problems, so.
I totally understand that. It was hard giving up.
I like savoury things anyway.
No.
Like cheesy things.
Cheesy things.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I like that too.
The cheesy bite, which is just Parmesan cheese made into little flats.
Yes.
Put in the oven. That's it.
No, she didn't. Not decaffeinated cheesy things. Just cheese.
Yeah, just
and then.
preferably as strong as possible.
Well, what about your crackers or biscuits that
I
you?
don't any of that. They're carbohydrates.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. What?
Yeah.
Carbohydrates. She can't do the carbs.
Oh, you can't do the carbs. Are you on this stuff that Mariah and Brad are?
Yeah, basically.
Am I? What are you on?
Well, we're doing keto.
Oh yeah, yes, it's keto. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Only over Christmas I didn't. But
she knows. All right. So cheese is a big one. I agree with that. Do you like blue cheese?
I do actually. I quite like the different cheeses. I like it when Sainsbury's had a cheese counter where you go and say, "Can I try some of that, please?" You get a bite to try. That was good.
Is her volume up all the way on our end?
Yes. All the
Yeah.
way.
There must be some way to make it bigger, some way.
So I'm going to ask you some questions that were submitted via the makers group. So Julie Ann Torrens wanted to know, what one art supply must you never run out of, Fran?
I think good paper.
Oh, that's a good one. Good paper.
As I'm getting into watercolors, I'm finding that the really good paper is more and more important.
A question, Fran. Have you tried the Bockingford paper?
No, I haven't.
Well, I just got some, and I'm going to do a watercolor thing because I did get my granulating watercolors from Kuretake.
Oh, right.
I think you used those ones.
Yeah, I'm using them all the time these days. I've got the
Yes.
graphite ones at the moment.
Yes, graphite. Yes, absolutely, and that's where that you've been influential. And whenever you get something, I think I need to have it also. That's what happens with Jenkins green. I'd never used Jenkins green before in my life, but I absolutely love it. It's my favorite go-to green. Okay, well, anyway, that Bockingford, I'll let you know if it's any good. But it's from England. It's made there. And it's a Brit product.
I want to try.
Oh, here, hold on.
It's quite expensive.
And Susan Billieu said she just brought a Kuretake set.
Yeah, see, P has some of that. The arches.
Arch, yes. That's primo stuff. I love that stuff, but
It's pricey.
it's extremely pricey here. It's probably cheaper there because it just has to go across the the channel.
Well, you tell the French it ought to be then.
What did you
What? Say that again.
Tell the French it ought to be cheaper because it's only got to go across the channel.
That's right. And we have to ship it across the pond.
I guess it still is an import.
Yeah, this is.
They don't really care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the French are very, very, very proud of their products, as they well should, because that's
they-
one of the standard bearers there. That paper, as far as I know. I mean, you can get into some of the handmade stuff,
Yeah.
but yeah, as far as mass produced, that's one of the better ones.
All right. So Marcia Markle wants to know what keeps you inspired, Fran.
Well, that is a question I'd like to know the answer to. Because my inspiration has sort of heated out quite a bit lately.
It happens. I think that happens to all of us. And it's just been kind of a weird end of year kind of thing. I think.
Well, I have been doing some things to try and negate it, like this.
Oh, that's
It was-
lovely.
That's his whole body. You wouldn't think it, but that's his whole body because it was a.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, there are those Kuretake paints.
Well, you're on delay, so
Oh.
keep in mind that.
I'm sorry, friend. I'm a little behind. That's kind of how I am in life. Walking forward, yes.
She's showing a picture of Rufus with antlers on. I'm assuming it's Rufus, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's so sweet.
yeah, he was paying attention very intently because we both had cheese in our hand.
Ah, he's also a cheese lover.
Yeah,
Oh, our little sausage dog is a cheese lover also.
I think most dogs are.
Yeah. All right, so keeping inspired, very difficult. I think that's just probably one of the reasons, that Marcia asked about that is because I think that's something everybody struggles with.
It really
Reading books helps.
Oh,
Books.
art books.
art books.
Yeah.
I agree with that, Fran. I do get mine out when I get mine out at night a lot, and just look through them.
Oh, that's it.
Like
Oh,
this one.
Jean Haynes, Color and Light in Watercolor.
That's it.
Lovely.
Oh, I don't have that one.
I've got a few of hers.
You know, my watercolor books are all from thrift stores, secondhand.
No, so in most of mine, these aren't.
Yeah. And I noticed that Gayla uses the, oh yeah, that's a beautiful book there. The Calm. I know I'm on delay.
Well, it's still up there, so it still
I
seems
have
current.
the same paints, but haven't really experimented with. They are very dark and grainy. Yes, Joan, they are very dark and grainy. And I'm going to show you. We're going to, once we get through Purple Book,
You're gonna get back on a little watercolor session.
because I've got a whole thing set up here
She
of
wants to do
different.
rocks.
I want to do rocks again. Oh, look at that! Isn't that wonderful? I just love wet on wet. It's one of my favorite techniques. Oh, look at that. That definitely would work for the granular watercolor, something
right.
like that.
Becky wanted to know, what is your favorite stencil in the PM shop that you have designed, and then what is one of your favorites that someone else designed?
Well, I don't have all of them, so I can't speak to some of the newer ones. I think the favourite one of everybody's is the cellular membrane. It's always been a favourite of mine.
Uh-huh.
I don't know one of yours.
And then what's your favorite one that you designed?
Of mine, and then, I think trilobites
Oh, yes.
or turtles. Those two are my favourites, really. I'm hoping to get some design ideas for other things in a similar vein. You know, doing slightly different positions of the creature,
Oh, yeah.
kind of thing, in the same way as a different
I like,
possible.
I think that, yeah, I mean, those are definitely, and creaky borders, I tell you, it has been quite popular.
what is that?
That's the one that you did the long,
Long haul on
with,
that
yeah.
I did the. Oh, I'm telling you what, I love that stencil.
Yeah.
I just found it the other day. It got lost in the pile, but I rediscovered it.
Yeah, and although I'm not into regular patterns normally,
I know.
quite like the lacy one I did. I can't remember what you called it.
What? Say that one again.
That one, the lacy one.
Oh.
That one is great for long haul. It really is.
Your 10 tile? Is that what the?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I love that one. That one's a popular one too. It's a tricky little booger to get off the mat because it has pieces that kind of go each different way. So no matter which way you come at it, you gotta come slowly.
It's usually any tricky one to get off the mat is usually a good one.
That's true too. Okay, so we're gonna get a little more personal again. Ricky Nordmeyer wanted to know something about yourself. Where did you grow up? Siblings? First piece of art that something like that. Something personal.
Well, I grew up in this sort of area. I mean, sort of in Cambridge, near Cambridge. We had a house there. I remember sitting in a bay window on a street. So there was a street outside. So it was in the town. And I remember it was raining. And there were puddles, and the water was dancing puddles. And Mum said it was dancing men. I've always remembered that. And that we used to go to the botanical gardens in Cambridge. And there was me, and my brother Martin, and Mum and Dad, and that was our family. And we used to go there quite often. In fact, there was one time I had one of those old-fashioned sort of cameras. Well, it wasn't old-fashioned then. And there was a path that went round one of the big ponds or lakes at the botanical gardens, and my brother was standing there, and I was going. I had this new way of doing this. What you do is you take a picture, but you don't wind it on, and then you take another picture. If you've taken a picture of a person, you take another picture of the person not there, so that they look ghostly in the final print. So it's double exposed print.
Yes.
So I got him to get further and further back for the second shot, and further back, and it fell at bottom. I thought that was brilliant.
That is brilliant. And you know what? Brad and I have this really cool picture of, and it was from regular kind of old school camera. And it was taken as we were leaving Christmas one year, and the exposure on it was just right to where it looked like his cousin was walking like a ghost. And it was so cool. I just remember that. And then I think that's kind of what you were describing as far as the type of, getting that.
Yeah, the picture, I don't think the picture came out all that well, but it was hilariously funny, pushing in the pond.
Okay, so I love that. That's a good memory. I enjoyed that. I think that's the stuff that people really like to hear about is, things that, little stories.
You being mean to your brother, yeah. I didn't intend it, I just thought it was hilarious.
So the accidental meanness is okay.
Yes.
Good.
Okay, so let's see here. So Eddie wanted to know, if you were stranded on an island and you could only bring 3 art supplies, what would they be? So paper, we know, is one.
Paper. One of these.
Oh, here, hold on. Sorry, I had your picture up. There we go. All right, show that.
Quill brush. Number 5. And one of the boxes of pure recycled paints, I guess. The big one. That would keep me going for a bit.
Well, you could always use the charcoal from your campfire.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Do sketching.
Yeah.
And if you had a tree with gum coming out of it on the island you were on, you could maybe make a dark paint with the ash from the fire and the gum and some water. Nice.
Let's see here. All right, I'm kind of going through my questions here. What other question did you have? I think we should go maybe another 10 minutes here, and then we'll.
Oh, I really, the one about, favorite memory,
Yeah.
because I think that's something that influences you. What about your parents? Were they supportive of your art endeavors?
Well, my father was, because he was an artist himself,
Ah,
and he'd been frustrated from taking up an art career by a careers advisor who said there was no future in it. So he became a librarian. But he was an artist himself. He did art things himself. We found a few bits after he'd gone. Did some things on Alice in Wonderland, and I know he painted my cot. I painted it with Winnie the Pooh, Eeyore, and Tigger,
oh,
which was lovely. I've still got it in the garage outside.
I love it.
All right, and then I kind of have one last question here for you. And then, if we want to, because I know some people are struggling hearing and everything. So, all right.
Sorry.
Nah, it is what it is. We know that there's always, these little things that we run into. So don't even think about that twice. So has your approach to mixed media evolved over time? We know it has. I mean, I've seen evolution from just even when I met you to, what you were doing. But kind of describe like those shifts and maybe talk through just a little bit of that journey.
Well, it depends what you mean by mixed media.
Everything.
It's a very broad concept.
It's a very good.
I mean, mixed media can mean pen and ink.
Yeah.
And watercolor.
Well, what did you start? Yeah, what did you start out with? Like when you were first kind of creating art.
Well, I did some watercolor, and then I moved into oils. I loved oils because they were very forgiving. If you made a mistake, scrape it off or just paint over it.
See, I didn't feel that way about that at all.
I love oils too. The creaminess. Yeah.
Yeah. That was great.
And then what's funny is
The
you
thing
see.
against it is how long it took for it to
Yes.
dry.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, if you were impatient, oils are not your thing.
No.
That's for sure. It's kind of funny. You've now come around back to the watercolors.
Yeah, I have really. I mean, it's been quite a long time since I've used them, and things have developed a lot more since then as well. There are different types of watercolors that weren't available when I first started. I mean, I've never heard of chip art to start. And there was just a very strict way of doing it. The old-fashioned way of doing precise work and doing the landscape and lines just right at the horizon. But being able to go into things like this, where you can have fun with water and watch the magic of the paint moving with your very eyes, and those sort of things, and just have so much fun watching it all move. I think it's brilliant. This one could do with a bit of work. I've got some ideas for that, but I like that eye.
Yeah.
I love the way it sort of moved into the wet watercolor. It started by doing the eye, and then that dried, I was doing other bits here, and then I went back up to the eye and let color seep out, and I just love that. That is wonderful. That kind of thing.
Oh, I agree, and that I go for that all the time. And when they talk about color flowering and everything, I love that. I think
When
that's
they say, "Oh, you mustn't have balloons," and I'm going, "Why not?
yeah.
Lovely." Yeah.
I
I love using alcohol and salt and making things happen. Yes, brilliant.
totally agree.
Wow.
But
See, Fran, you need to have P come over onto your channel when you guys are doing watercolor, and you guys can just nerd out.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Well,
On mixed media, I I've got more adventurous in it.
Yes.
I mean, I used to just do little things for cards and things like that. I've got more adventurous, especially since I met you lot. I mean, the head was wonderful to do.
Oh,
Sorry?
I agree. I agree. I'm not a traditional watercolorist anymore. I'm a whatever works.
Yeah.
Watercolor rebels.
There we are, Fran. We're watercolor rebels.
What I like. Trying new stuff.
Wow, this has been awesome. Mo has been given little, she's been kind of given the play-by-play in chat, which thank you so much, Mo.
Yes.
Because I know that the sound was a little bit tricky for everyone. But, Fran, thank you. We can have you back again anytime. So, let us know. But at least, yeah, this has kind of worked out. And I'm going to now, okay, I'm going to put
I'll tell you what, when I've got a bit of microphone.
Yes. All right, so I'm going to let you sign off, and then I'm going to switch over. But thank you so much, and then we'll get to it.
Yeah, hey, Fran, stay tuned, because I'm showing your stencil.
Okay, yeah, I will. I've got it on the phone. It's all right.
All right.
See you later.
Bye.
All right, love you.
Bye.
All right, so there we go. Hey, some little technical difficulties, but no worries.
Mo put it in once, but the Kuretake, thank you, Violet put it in. The Kuretake graphite, and I have to, can I show mine off?
Yeah, but let me go us side by side or top side. And then the camera made a little funny noise, so I don't know if it's going to be there or not. Oh, it is. Wonderful.
It made a funny noise?
It did. It dings sometimes, and then I worry. Was it coming or going ding?
When I saw Fran use these, I had to have them, and it took me a long time to
Well, Barbara hooked you up with those.
Yes, Barbara hooked me up with these.
She didn't know that's what it was.
I kept talking about the ones that Fran was using, and Barbara was the one that said, hey, this is what they are. All right, well, they come in this fancy little box here, which is great if you're just going to, I'm not throwing the box away because it's like a miniature. Oh, I'm speaking of. We'll get to it. Don't worry.
You're not going to discuss it right now?
Not right
now.
Like
a good segue.
I'm going to get to it.
Okay.
See, this box is like a little miniature shadow box. Plus, it's got the little samples down here. I thought about cutting those out, but then that would have messed up the box. But here's what it means when they say granulating. This is
camera.
Is it good? Am I in a good spot?
Yeah. You could go up a little further if you want, but then you need to come into it. Yeah, that's not the way. Towards you. Yeah, and then a little bit over the other way. There you go.
takes it. But that's what the granulating part means. So, here's what I did. I ordered this tin. It comes just like this. And they send you all these full pan watercolors that would be regular full pan watercolors.
And I think, was it Lynn? I had 2 different people, I think, send me links.
Yes, and finally I ordered one. It did not work. Because these are
that was the one
that
you found.
That was the one I found. The fatties did not work in my one that I got. I could only get.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it just didn't work. Any configuration. So what I did, and you're going to just, I was going to wait until, but I put the magnetic strip tape on the back of this so I can pull these off of here, because if I shut this up when these are still wet, there's always the chance. So now I can flip this over, I can put these on the front here, and I can still look at them, and they can, the contents can dry.
Oh, here, I'll give you, because that is that link that I sent you, right?
Right. And this, Fran, these are done with this Bocking Ford paper. I wrote it down up there, what it is. And I haven't done the prices or anything. I was going to have Mariah go through that with me so that we can get a price per sheet. That was one of the things that I thought was really relevant when I watched the video with, I can't remember her name now. I've got it written down. Anyhow. But anyway, I did get these. via a gift, and I was happy I did because I'm jazzed about using them. Okay.
Oh, Sherry. I'm sorry. Sherry was the one. Lynn sends me links to things too, so. Y'all
Yeah,
take
well, I
care
had
of
a
me.
couple of different ones, which I did check out. But the reason I went with this one is because I had room to go across. Because remember, I always take off the flip.
So it wasn't the one that, the link that I sent you. You
It was
went.
one of the links. You sent me 2 different links.
Oh, okay. I see
Okay,
that.
this has this little jobby thing that goes across here.
So was it the first or second one? Let me see it. Okay, so I think it's this. Oh, it does have the little flip out thingy.
Yeah, okay, so it comes with this in it.
Okay.
I take this thing out. This is the piano hinged on here.
Mm-hmm.
This little thing. I take that off. I don't, because I don't have room to flip it out. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Now, this is made so that you can, you know, put these little jobbers in here like this.
Mm-hmm.
Line them all up.
You're very jingly today.
I am. Somebody said they loved that.
Okay, so it wasn't that one. So it wasn't that second link. I think it might be the first one. Or sorry. Yeah. It might be this one.
And Mo says she gives it. You can read more about Bockingford on St. Cuthbert's Mill, who makes it in the UK. See, and it was still a very, what do I want to say, economic option for me. It's cheaper than, way cheaper, and I think I actually got it on sale.
All right, because I don't know for a fact. I have to look at her Amazon because I don't want to give y'all the wrong link. Because there is a difference in the whole size and everything. I will make sure that I get that
Yes.
posted and get a link from her. Can I have a little piece of paper? I don't know where my sticky notes have gone. It's just, you know,
Yeah.
size matters. It really does.
Okay.
Get a little note paper.
Fran, I don't have your actual stencil out here because I used it to make a.
It's soaking.
It's soaking. And so I've got the paper here, and here's how I want to use it.
This is Fran's latest stencil. The Mind Matters, and it's MADDERS.
Oh, it's showing up. You can see a little bit of contrast there. Yeah, let me put the black thing underneath it, and that'll even be probably more. That mo better?
There you go.
Mo better.
Yeah.
And then, oh yeah, that's great. So I've got it on the wet strength tissue paper, and you will notice, and this is what, when you're doing this, you want to think about this. This is completely self-contained. It will pull off of there and be perfect. Same here. And even the ones that have the little doodad things like this, well, you could take your little doodad things and put them around this symbol and shape here. You could put it around this symbol. This is what I love about this stencil. And I mushed out down here, but I think that that's still going to be okay. Even these little lines, you don't necessarily have to use them as they are here. You can go ahead and build your own little, you know, and make it very personal, very unique to your needs.
Yes.
Or you can use it just like it is here, because you can reference the stencil as you're pulling these off to see where they need to go back to.
Yes.
And then my, this is just what I had left over.
Goodness.
I
That's
know.
quite a bit.
Well, I wanted to get these really thick. And that's why some of them are kind of a little bit, you know, pointy in spots and whatnot. I wanted these to be really thick because I'm using them as like a decal. Like the decal is.
Yeah, and I think it goes with that whole, I mean, Fran's obviously very steampunky. Y'all saw her at the very beginning there in her steampunk gear. I think this kind of goes with that. So if you were putting together something that had that theme to it, this would be really cool.
Yeah, and as the this is the wipe offs. This is on that paper on our craft paper, which I love this stuff. And it's the cutoff from my fold, which I'm going to show you here in a minute. But I want to talk about this because we are going to give away some ATC cards today that I'm going to make here. Toot's Sweet.
There you go. It's all about the ATCs. She says the
All
AT
about,
what the?
and I have my pilot version of the accordion book made
You do.
with craft paper. I haven't just been lollygagging, Mariah.
And just sitting up here stewing. Would you like to tell them your
Sit-
thing? Can
yes,
we-
I am going
Okay.
to do that. I'm going to.
I mean, seriously, she's been mad at me for 2 days. 2 days.
And I've been saving lots more cardboard
In spite.
and spite.
She's hoarding cardboard in spite.
I'm hoarding cardboard because what Mariah did with my little thing, she threw it in the
How dare I? Because
recycle.
it was sitting on the counter. She had taken 2 jars out of it.
Very carefully, by the way.
Which, this is new information. Like, I didn't know that. I just thought she had really wanted those 2 jams. So, she left those then on the counter for about, a day and a half or so. And so I was kind of cleaning up, and I was like, all right, well, I'm just going to take the other 2 jams out, put them in the pantry.
Here, right there. Please recycle.
And that's what I did with it. I put
that
it in.
wasn't the kind of recycling they had in mind.
I don't think they're specific. If
Okay.
they need a thing on there. If you're an artist or related to one, this is a good one.
This is a good one. And I mean, I love this little, what do you call it? Mom and pop operation stuff sometimes that you get at
Costco.
And this is from Fredericksburg. Fredericksburg, Mariah.
It's local.
Texas.
You know what? We should drive over there and see. I bet you they have some boxes over there.
We should. But all right, so here are your bacon apple jam. Oh my God, that is so yummy with
The baby
cheese.
has not been convinced of any of this.
The hot serrano pepper and goat cheese
Hey,
with crackers.
Sharon, is Sharon still here?
Wonderful.
Is this kind of like, I think, because Sharon makes her own stuff, and it.
Amaretto peach pecan preserves.
Mm-hmm.
I use that on a toasted cheese sandwich with coastal cheddar, which is that cheddar that has that little shimmer and chunk of crystals to it. That's so wonderful. Now, I haven't tried the toasted cinnamon pear. I'm not a big, I don't know.
Cinnamon, it can
it's-
make or break something.
It really can. And I haven't tried that one yet.
It's like oregano. A little bit goes a long way.
It does, and I love cinnamon. I just don't necessarily like it in my jelly. But I might. I haven't tried that one. That's the only
TBD.
one I haven't tried. But I want you to look at this packaging here. Does this not just speak to you of the little, remember my little boxes?
I
If
didn't
I
know
had
that.
2 of these, I could put them together, and then I would have 8 compartments to use. But it's really structurally, it's sound.
Well, those little jars are quite heavy, so it makes sense that they would be.
Anyway,
She's very upset that I
yes,
put it in the recycle bin.
yes, and I don't know if I can save it because of this greasy part right here.
I don't
But
know what was in the recycle bin that was greasy like that. That's also very interesting to me. Let's blame Castle. I'm going to blame Castle on that one. That's
Okay.
bad.
Well, he's not here. to
Because
explain
I'm not
himself.
throwing things in there that, like, I usually clean them out or they're just, boxes. So, I think that's who we should be mad at. Because otherwise you would have been able to just pop it right out of the bin and it would have been fine.
Well, and we get Cheez-Its. I know that the other Annie's, whatever, are more better for you, but they don't taste as good. And Izzy noticed it also.
Well, see, she didn't know that until she had to Cheez-It. Sometimes if you don't have a comparison, you don't
Hey,
know.
I wasn't the one that introduced her. It was one of her little friends that we met up in the park, and she had Annie's bunnies, and the other little girl had Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
She didn't eat any more Annie's bunnies after she had a Cheez-It. Okay.
It's the other kids.
All right. Now, I've talked about this before. tissue box.
This was out of
But
spite.
okay, Fran, are you still here?
Yes, she is.
All right, excellent. Remember that I can't remember what you were doing, but was when you were making one of your books and you didn't cut off the little tab parts on it. You said, "Pardon me, I'm talking too fast and too furiously." I'm so excited about this. You said, "Don't cut those little tabs off until you really know." And I don't anymore because she fixed it so that it sort of became part of the integral. It flipped up from the bottom, or I don't know, something, and I just thought that was so brilliant. All right, so this is the tissue paper box. This is the little opening. I'm going to alter that ever so slightly and make it less symmetrical because I can't.
Why does everything kind of have a little greasy spot
Well,
on
I
it?
think because I put that box on top of
Oh,
this
that
box.
other box is
That other box is contaminating the rest of my boxes. I'm hoping that we can do that. All right, so here's my thought on this. I was going to cut those side things off. Look, a little window door. Look at that. And I'm going to leave this on. I'll probably cut it down so that there's just enough there so that it will hold the whatever picture you slide in there.
Yeah, you need a stopper.
A stopper. Thank you. Yeah. And then this will be the other little doors. Oh, they'll have to turn around and go this way.
Fran feels so validated.
Does she? Oh, Fran, I know. You just do not understand. Even though I don't always watch you totally, I've got you going in the background. And I don't even always pop in, but I'm being influenced
That's 'cause
by
you
you.
can't type fast enough.
You know, like what is it called? Where subliminally.
Yeah. Osmosis, or,
Subliminally. Yes, this was when you're walking through the store and they have the volume on where it's just you don't really.
Exactly, Joni. Exactly.
But anyway, Kleenex boxes are like wonderful little things.
They
and
really are.
They just have so many possibilities. See, here's another little door here. And if I wanted to, I could go ahead and trace around this, here, and have another little door pocket
Oh,
affair on the opposite side.
leafy thing got squished.
Now, the other thing
Here.
I wanted to show today was the Doors book. Oh, yeah, see, look right here.
That's a Kleenex box. And that's
That's-
its printed pattern. I really liked those black and white ones.
Yeah,
It's lemon business. Well,
but
Castle
see
Lemon.
what we did was because it wasn't fitting here. So we narrowed the eye down a little bit, Fran. You can appreciate that.
Yes, Fran says, if I shout Patricia, you might hear me. Yes.
Pay attention. This is, yeah. Okay, well, anyhow,
Although
that's,
sometimes I'd yell at her about her volume, so.
and I just, this is something that just evolved. It wasn't like I was out seeking it. It was just something that this tissue paper box, and I kept a lot of these, and I think we've used them.
Or they're stored out with the other box stuff.
Yeah, if you break down your boxes, you can store a lot of boxes.
You can save more. Did y'all
Yeah.
know that? There's
But
a tip.
that's the original. I'll have to do something to this because these,
Yeah, the lemon's
stupid lemon,
Hey, but it could be for freshening it up.
Hey, it could freshen up. Absolutely, freshen up. All right, now I wanted to show you this box, and see, it's got a little. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I put that box on top, and that was a dumb thing to do. Where's my? Oh, here it is. All right, so here's my little pattern that I've got going here, and you can see it's measured off the Cheez-It box because it goes up to the top and down to the bottom. These are I'm going to create my panels from this. Now I can use another, I have some other boxes over there for the shorter ones, but the tall ones have to be from the Cheez-It box because that's how tall they are. Or I can go ahead and use chipboard, but I really want to use recycled. I think that's important.
Yeah.
Okay, and you can see I've kind of colored in the layers. So each of these is going to be a separate panel, which then Mariah will put together with the hinging tape. That's not what
The
you call
binding.
it. Binding
yeah.
tape. So
fine,
that
you can take
it goes back and forth. You have cutouts. You have this and that. And then on the back here, when I didn't have enough paper because I just used the one that went all the way across. But the back is going to go all the way across also because... What?
Mo has Kurt Smith's autograph from Tears from Fears.
From who?
There's been a song that's going on in chat, and Mo actually has an autograph from one of the band members.
Oh.
I knew Mo was cool.
Yeah.
She proves how cool she is each and every time we chat.
Oh, here, look at this on the back here. Okay, so we were talking yesterday about Van went to get lotto tickets. We buy lotto tickets. I mean, we don't buy a whole bunch, but we just, it's entertainment.
Hey, before you get into your story, can I do a little spiel?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back, because otherwise we don't know that you're here. We like to know that you're here so that way we can be lovey and tell you, hey, thanks for hanging and, be part of the group and do all that things. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already and subscribe to the channel if you are new. There's the spiel. And I'm done. I think I'm done.
Oh, okay. See, Mariah, I told them that you all would be really mad at her for throwing my box away, so I want you to give her a lot of crap, okay?
Yeah.
Send her hate mail for a little while or something.
What?
Well, just, maybe one or two messages that tells her how really disappointed you are in her decision making. Okay, so here's we decided that when we won the lottery, we weren't going to buy a house, we were going to buy a yacht. Because there are many things. Number one, you won't have to pay taxes on, property. You just go around the world in this yacht. And it's going to be, a really nice one with amenities and serving crew, serving staff, etc. But here's the names we came up with. Is a mapped. We're using something from each one of our names.
Hey.
Map Piazza.
Hey, hold on. This is a pretty good little tip. So, Julie says, when you iron fabric that has wax in it, the paper towel over it, the wax will soak up. Might do the same with the oil. So, maybe you can...
Well, then I'd have to take my structure apart. And I guess I could do that.
Yeah.
I could just go ahead and see if I can use the gesso just to... Because it's not like it's slick. It's just a little... Yeah.
Slightly penetrated.
Yeah. You will need to conduct rigorous interviews. Oh, absolutely. Yes. All right. Is a patma. Is a patmar. Is a mat. Oh, same thing. Oh, is a mat. Par is a patmar.
Yeah. I love that Izzy wants to be first.
Oh, she told me that. Straight up. She said, no, you need to start with my name.
She didn't understand
penetrate. Said penetrate. Yes, penetrate. It's penetrating my cardboard. Mm-hmm. The grease is
permeating.
Permeating and penetrating. Yes. One of those P words. Okay, well, I wanted to show you this so that you know I've not been lollygagging. Even though I've been angry with Mariah, I have been productive. Sometimes I'm more productive when I'm angry.
It drives her.
It drives me. I'm just like, I'm just going to show her. And I'm going to take such joy in telling everyone, what a poopy diaper head she is. Mm-hmm. Okay. What?
Just don't use pap smear.
No, well, it has to start with the eye.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Dana wanted to know how Fran met Violet. I think they met online.
Well, obviously.
And I think it was maybe either in one of the other, Facebook groups. But then I can remember how I met Fran and Violet, because they would test their stream things, and I would get on there and I'd be like, hey, I think, that's my,
Well, I met Fran. The first thing that I saw that Fran did was that she did this assemblage.
Battery
thing. And the patina that she got on that stuff was spot on. Because I love that patina anyway. So that was one of our bonding factors, was the battery assemblage. Fran, you remember that? I guarantee you she hasn't.
Yeah, you should post that again. She's posted it a couple of times, I think, or at least one other time in Makers.
Yes. And Fran says she has plans to meet in person. I'm sure she's talking about Violet.
Yes.
But if she gets Violet, we can fly in and
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe somewhere all, middle of the country.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, let's talk about some stencils. I have not seen these, so this is all.
We've been busy, so
And Fran, I apologize for not being able to show yours because it's soaking.
it got used.
Well,
But you showed it the other day.
I did show it the other day. The problem is I kind of forgot about it, so it has to soak a little bit. I let it get a little dry. Oh my, I do love this. What is this?
This is called Salad Bar.
Oh
and
my
this
goodness.
Is from Miriam.
Oh, I bet Fran likes this too. This is kind of, this is going to be a wonderful long haul.
And Miriam showed this on her stream, not too long ago. Now, it was a little different configuration, and then we did adjust it slightly. Not too terribly much, but just to fit our regular sizes. The 5x7, 8x10, and 9x12.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about some of these really small.
Yeah, I think... So, we didn't want to alter her design too much, but I think it's one of those things where, like, if you wanted to trim it out on your own, if you want to do that. Because otherwise, I think it does make some great design.
I think it does too, but I probably will go
just
ahead and do that.
trim 'em
because
out.
It's going to get clogged up.
Yeah.
It will get clogged up right away. Love that. And I love this little framing out. That's very cool.
A lot of people said it reminded them of an artichoke. Because I was in the stream when she showed this, and I was like, what is... That's fantastic.
Oh, it's like it's a side view of chopped cabbage.
Oh, or cabbage. See, salad bar.
Salad bar.
That's what she named it, so...
Well, I think that's great, yeah. I love it.
Things you would find on the salad bar.
All right. My piles are getting to be dangerously high.
This here one is from Eddie Makes Art. His second stencil, y'all. It is called Diamond Rings. Now, there was a second version to this. Eddie, you and I need to talk because it needs to be connected.
Yeah.
But so there'll be, a friend maybe coming
Well,
out.
I'll tell you what. Jim Hankins that does the quilts.
Yeah.
He needs to check this out. I love it.
Yeah. This one's very cool. Izzy was really impressed with it too. She's like, oh, I like this. Yeah, don't do that. That makes people ill. I'm trying to keep people
Just
on
having a
stream,
little-
not, nauseous and
Having a little fun here.
eat your Dramamine. Eddie's Epic Stencil. You can find it here. Mo is dropping links in the chat, so if you guys are interested in any of these, and of course they are from our designers, so therefore they are not exclusives, and they are available right now. This here one is...
Well, look, you can tell some things when you have them down here, and then you pick them up.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm talking about there?
You can do some cool stuff.
Do some cool stuff, and you could even bring this one in, like on a...
This is from Carrie Griffiths, and it is called Shattered Surfboards.
Boy,
How fun is that?
it is.
And then Josh was scraping Matt. He was over here the other day. He's like, ooh, that one's really cool. What did he say that it looked like? I can't remember what he said.
Well, you can just see right here when you put these together, and maybe even...
It looks like bead rolls. Mm-hmm.
If you turn it, let's see what happens. Oh yeah, you get a whole different thing there.
Crisscrossy.
Okay, this is a cool one. I will enjoy experimenting with that a lot.
Now, I don't know if he plans on actually using any of these today, but maybe not, but you will see them in the future. You kind of know, like, remember when we did the huge pile, and then all of a sudden, like, every once in a while, we bring one out of the big pile.
Well, here's the thing that I like about this overall pattern, because Fran addressed that. I really, sometimes you want that, just for that low contrast background. And remember, my purple book is going to be taller than one sheet. So I have to keep that in mind. I need to be doing more tissue pulls simply because the tissue is more better to put onto, glue onto the surface of your prepped pages when you're doing the accordion book.
Baby baguettes. We could have called it baby baguettes.
Baby baguettes. Oh, you could have. Babies. Babies.
Babies. My little babies.
Babies. Anyway, okay, that's a good one. Good one for overprinting.
Yes. Okay, now, I promised y'all these sheep a long time ago.
Oh my God, the sheep.
The sheep, and they're so good. They're so good.
Oh my goodness.
This is the sheet load of ATC sheep by Christy. I know, they're so wonderful. Now, I did a little work that she just loves them.
It just make me laugh.
She's shaking
They
the camera,
always
she's
just
giggling,
make
so.
me laugh. Oh, and look, we've got them going both ways.
Yep. You want them facing, well, unless they're not talking to each other. Because
Yeah,
the one put the box in the recycle bin, and then the other one was like, I'm not talking to you.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
There you go.
Options. And the reason I did that is because then there's a smaller version of them. See, they're doing the little thought bubble one, but then there's a heart that if you did want them talking to each other and going the right way. And the reason that I did that is because, remember, there is a right and wrong kind of side to them. So if you are stencil buttering, you want the two different sheep facing the different directions.
Yes.
Yeah. And maybe you lose a sheep too. So, there's that too. They're so wonderful. I
don't know. I just think sheep are,
they're funny.
Well, Sean the sheep.
Yes. Everybody's big fans of Sean the sheep.
That's one. Izzy and I would just laugh until we peed ourselves. I mean, seriously. And then we would talk about certain things, that happened in the. She hasn't watched that for a long time. I don't know. She
should watch that again because I think she would enjoy it.
I think she would.
Like, she has a better appreciation for the funny.
Yes, for the humor.
Rather than it just being kind of a cute sheep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the other day when she was, I can't remember whether it was the ankle or when she was sick, that I had to sleep with you until she went to bed, until she fell asleep.
Oh, God, I don't know. I think,
But
maybe it was the ankle because we were all being mean to her. Gigi was the only one that was really understanding her,
Hey, it's because I have sprained my ankle before, and let me tell you what. Everybody can, whatever. It is extremely painful.
We were being parents. This one was being like grandma because it wasn't. The one that showed up to talk to the baby was not my mom. Because I was being mom. If y'all understand what all that means.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah. I'm like, it is not that bad.
Okay,
It's bad.
I got to put the sheep someplace where I don't.
Well, put them up in your box. Hey, in the ATC, like in your small stencil box.
I know, but
She's
I
not
have to
hearing
put
me.
them, I need to put them in a.
It'd be funny if you just like put the little sheep head in every once in a while somewhere just to poke in and.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's different.
You always write on both sides because I never know which side will show up.
Oh, God. Here, Joni says, oh, Mariah. Did we tell you, the youngest two sisters, they had a different mom than the first six. It's kind of similar, yes. And it was really quite sprained. Like, I think she had like a level 2 sprain. But still,
Yeah,
like,
and it's horribly bruised.
It is.
So that you know that it was painful. All right, now see, this is what I'm talking about here. Where's my this is the chipboard.
Yeah, that's the stuff that we send in the orders.
Stuff we send in the orders. What did I do with the rest of the? Oh, I put it over there. Oh, never mind. Anyway, you can see this is.
You want to be careful with that, Jerry, because so hand sanitizer to clean the gel plate. Like, you can wipe up the things, but you just want to make sure that you condition it afterwards because the hand sanitizer has alcohol in it, which is eventually going to kind of dry it out versus conditioning it with the kind of oil that
Yeah.
is required.
I would say you could use the hand sanitizer and clean it up, but you definitely need to get that mineral oil back on there.
Because you can even use alcohol inks on it, but I think that it's important to be sure that you come back and condition the plate, because you want that oil, you want it to still contain that squishiness, because over time it will dry out.
And it will crack.
One of
Hey,
his favorite. No, go ahead.
I don't watch Seth much, but I love watching that where he cracked his plate.
Yeah, because
You know.
he had let all the paint build up. Well, after all that time, all that happens is it just eventually sucks all of the oils that keep it squishy,
Pliable.
because it is a a poly product of some sort. So that means that it needs petroleum of
Yeah,
keep
you
it
need to-
mushy.
Well, I love that you left this, because these little things here are really, really cool to
That'll
get.
work, Pat.
You can use them on your
These are from Rhonda.
smaller plates, and you can they're like a window.
These are called Love Me Not.
You can make your own little frame there. See that?
Yeah. And we will send that along. Always best to ask, because I'll tell you, if you place an order for all 5x7s and this is the one thing that I can't fit, or I might cut it up. I'll just be honest with you, because it just makes sense for packaging purposes. But if you want it all together, you need to let me know.
mention that in the
Yeah.
credits. Okay, now you could do two things here. If you just wanted this one to show up, tape off the other one, or you could just tape down a piece of paper there. But remember, this tape that doesn't stick to anything sticks to UPO. So you could keep that in mind. All right, so we've got that. I'm really happy that you did put that in there.
Yeah, I thought it was worth showing, because I think that the little frames are pretty cool and could be used in lots of different ways. That's adorable. All that in one set, y'all. That's a lot of love.
It is.
Or not.
I mean, you've got a ready-made card here. So I would use this one. I have the rose coming out of it fit into a
and I really wanted to get these.
business size envelope. And I love this little guy.
We needed to get these out because February, Valentine's is just around the corner. 1 month.
And here, just remember, if you want to do a long haul, small version, you can use your little tiny, if you have those, you can use your little tiny gel plate.
Christy says, I love that P doesn't like that tape, but yet there's always some sitting around. Well, it comes in handy. She just likes to bitch about it, Makes her feel good. Just gets it out. That's her therapy.
The first time I used it, I was like, what the hell is this for?
This is ridiculous.
I mean, why do you have tape that you need to glue down in order for it to stick? Somehow or other, there's just...
Container gardening is what it is. It's the container gardening of tape.
Yeah, it is. If you can't make up your mind for sure about something, then, yeah, this would be really fun. If you're new to long hauls, do a small size long haul.
Yeah, so... Oh, goodness. And it just left me. But we had shipped an order, and she had used... Because she was new to the UPO. She posted it over Makers. She may not want me mentioning her name anyway, so I'm just going to think about that. But anyways, if you're Makers, you saw it, or maybe you should look for that post. But she used the little freebie stencil because she was like, it was perfect because she had a little plate like that, and she got to kind of get to know the UPO and played around with it and made some really super cute little prints.
Well, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I do have the next size up, which I can't find it right now.
Somewhere over there.
Somewhere over
Might be in a bin.
It might be in one of the, because it's not something that I use.
Yeah,
but
the
it's one of the ones that we cut. That's
Oh, yes,
larger,
an
slightly larger than the ones that you get from the people. All right. I'm going to put these, well, I don't want to do that because I want to
Oh, I know, Julie. I know.
keep these together with this, because this could be, you could use that and make it one color, then put this one back down on top of this so that you've got another whole layer there of cool stuff going on. And the other thing you can do about this, look at this. Almost perfect. Let's angle it this way because then we can get some more. No, that's not going to work either.
Colleen, Nightbot didn't like that.
Well, I was hoping that would fit inside there, but it doesn't. But you could use this very,
Yeah.
kind of interesting background here. Then you can have these flowers, these hearts
Yeah.
inside here. And, have your little Happy Valentine's Day scripty writing, yada yada boo boo.
Well, okay, so Rhonda, Lynn would like to have these in an ATC size. So, Rhonda, we need, okay, so we could do the 2 hearts separately. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 4 more to go with it.
Well, I think what you could do on that here, this is easy because remember aqueous, just color in
Oh, so
some of the hearts.
one of the other sets would be some that are
Solid.
solid in. Okay.
Solid in. And see, you've already got a few solid ends here, but maybe say color, take the leaves and make the block out the leaves.
Right. Well, and what we could do is actually cut that design in half.
Oh, yeah.
Because I really don't think that you want to make it much smaller than it already is, because then you lose. And I was talking to Christy Hartman about this, and that this is one of the hardest things to like wrap your mind around, because you're seeing something. Now, some people draw it out, so you could draw it like in actual 1-to-1 ratio, right? So you're designing in a space that is 2.5 by 3.5. Then okay, well, these openings would be this size. But a lot of times our designers are designing digitally.
Yeah, so it's a little less than half.
So concept-wise, you're like, I don't know how big that opening is or how fat that line's going to be. Or when I shrink the 3 sheep down to, to the 3, that little sheep gets even smaller. And I had to kind of give him a little extra work because I lost his face. But the ones that y'all order, he should have his face back. We just gave P she doesn't.
What? Did you give me the rejects?
I gave you the IMPP of a sheep, yeah. I did.
I didn't notice any of
I know.
them.
The little one was missing his middle part of his face. I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think it's a deal breaker, but we did get his face back on. It's important.
Well.
Hello, Dusty Unicorn. Welcome.
Yes, all right.
Anyone else that's coming in that's new, do say hello in the chat. If you don't see the chat, that means you're watching a replay. Do let us know that you are watching and hanging out in the comments below, especially even after the stream, because then this is the last one that's going to get you entered into the 8K Party giveaway.
Got some good stuff coming up in that giveaway. Ooh.
Now this here one
Ooh.
is by Darcy.
This is just so cool. Okay.
This one, I can't, what's the name? Darn it.
Let me get my...
I was doing so good remembering the names, and then, sorry, Darcy.
I don't know what you had in mind here, but I like the way you're thinking. These little jobbers will be wonderful to use your paste through. Then you can create your own flower.
Roses always and forever.
This is a really good one.
Okay, so I'll tell. Well, Darcy, can I tell her like what the whole thing was?
Yeah.
Let me know.
I
did.
know.
I helped her with that side. Okay, she's talking about it in the chat. Very good. So she had some writing stuff down there, and kind of an initial glance, I was like, "Ooh, that's really cool." But then I started kind of getting it, ready to cut, and I'm like, "Oh, well, a lot of the words are going to come out, and it was going to take a lot of breaks in order because it was kind of a scripty, cursive-y thing." Well, you start making those breaks, and then you can't really read it. Plus, that limited you on like kind of which direction it had to go. Whereas this one, I think, would be great for like. I promise y'all, I'm gonna at some point make a category called journal. Ideal journal stencils or something like that, because you can run it landscape Or if you want it tall, you can do tall. You don't have to, you know, it really lets you use it in whichever way you want. And those of you that already own Carrie's stencils, the roses, this would be a fantastic companion to
piece.
those. Because, to mix that, just,
Well, and even the rose that we just had in the last little Valentine set. You know, you just, the thing about it is you, if you're reusing your motif, the flower motif, say for instance, it's great if it comes in different forms, but you still have that whole cohesiveness of the flowerness of it.
oh, it even has a
without-
watery background look. That's what Joan said. That's awesome.
I just, you know, think, and you can build your own little flower. Well, you know, I'm all about that. I love that kind of
She
stuff.
loves things falling apart.
Love things falling apart. And what I may do with this one is I may go ahead and do my cutting part. Might lose that. I don't know. You know, just to make it so that I can flip flop it. Because I don't have a flip flop rose. And this may be it. Flip flop rose.
Did I miss some people? I feel like I've missed some people.
What is it? Miss some people?
I've missed some people.
There's some new people in here.
I think I need to turn off the timestamp thing because that really distracts me. I wonder if I can do that later.
All right, what have we?
Oh,
Oh,
look at that. Oh, that's so much better.
What?
I had the timestamp on, which is sort of distracting because it makes it even longer.
what is that?
Like you can turn the timestamp on and off in the chat to know when like somebody said something. Anyway,
Oh.
these are from Paula. Mardi Gras is also coming up.
February.
So Brad originally, when he had processed these to get them, you know, cut and everything, he had them like a full page. I was like, they are too big. I don't know if anybody needs all that. Like that would be a big book or whatever. But these guys at least are 5x7, so I think it would be great for a journal. And then there are the ATCs that are coming up here too. Aren't they fabulous? They're so fabulous.
Just makes me laugh. I'm thinking about putting these with the sheep.
The sheep partying at Mardi Gras. That could happen. I don't know though. Turn it around. There you go. On the stick.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Like beads. Other way around. It could be a rainbow.
Well, it could be a rainbow, but it's a horseshoe, so you want to put it that way so
Yeah.
your luck is held inside rather than flipping out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did a great watercolor collage once with a saxophone. Now remember when you're doing this one?
Yeah, it does have word, but I think that, you know,
You're
it
gonna
says
have
carnival.
to go backwards
If you, yeah.
if you're doing it on your plate.
But I did do it frontwards just because I figured most people will probably use it to paste something or,
Yeah.
yeah.
But if you want to gel print it, you should.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's cool. See lots of different applications for
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Oh, and tragedy and comedy. Oh, and a really
Fancy.
fancy fleur-de-lis. I always think the point should go down. I don't know, but
Yeah.
that's
No, I think that's true.
And then we have a fancy cup of coffee.
It's a hat. I think. Yes. Or fancy cup, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you, if you go to the one, I think it's the beignet shop or whatever. Yeah, you have your beignet and some fancy coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Fun stuff.
So, that's all the new stuff for right now. Plenty to think about, and we wanted to get a lot of these out because there's fun stuff kind of coming up as far as, you know, those like Valentine's and Mardi Gras, if y'all are.
Yeah, and
into
I need
doing
to get
things
these
with
in a... Because I do better if they're all together in their own little set, because then I can see
Ooh,
and find them.
Sharon is going to be doing a circus journal, and all of that would go really well with that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mardi Gras is pretty much like a Gulf Circus for days.
Drunken fest.
Drunken fest. And I think coming up this next week, there are going to be some stamps that we will be debuting. Some fun stuff there too. Yeah. All right, what's next?
That's it. That's it for the stencils.
Well, I know, but what are you doing? You making your ATC? Yeah,
I'm making my ATC.
You got 35 minutes.
I can do it, Mariah.
For real?
I can do it for real. And I have 2 pieces of cardboard left over. All right. Well, remember when we talked about, and this is aqueous effervescence? Broken. Because this is when we decided to leave some of them in. But that's the same way with that heart stencil. If you leave some of them in, then, you know, when you're squeezing it down to ACT size.
Yep.
Which I totally applaud that decision. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and we can probably get more than one out of here. And oh, I should take and do a, which one of the, I want to do a sheep. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do these right now.
Okay.
The stencil butter stuff, simply because it can be drying. I don't know that we'll get it in on this, and I'm going.
You got to come back, Sonia.
You got to come back.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm taking and cutting this out.
Okay.
Rough cutting. It's called rough cutting. Because I want to use the other parts here for some of the stencils, this ATC stencils that we just, you know, did today. But now we'll put those over there. Because I think that this would be really cool. Let's see here. Let's look through. Which sheet do we want? Well, I like that one. I do like that one. I really want this one. Just cracks me up. I just think that is so funny. I just love it. Okay, that's definitely. Okay, here's the snooty. We need 2 of those, so that's not going to really work for what we're doing here. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like this one too a lot, you know, for insomniacs.
Well, there's one also in a crescent moon.
Yeah, I saw that one. We've already seen that one. And I really like these because you could write something really profound in the little spot there.
Well,
you know.
Yeah. The
Whatever.
wisdom
But
of sheep.
we're going more for decorative rather than, you know.
Oh, Francis, put away, maybe. Never get rid of.
Put away what?
Put away. I don't know. You said something about getting rid of something. I know. I didn't key in on it either.
Okay.
But they're keying in on it. Put aside for later.
Put aside for later. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, now I've got this one too, and I'm pretty sure that that's still going to work for an ATC. Yeah, I just keep all of these really good papers for this. And see, this could be really great with a,
Oh, yeah.
like navy blue, that really dark.
No, I think you want to do it in white because I think that would like make sense on that background.
Oh, with just the paste. Okay. All right, that's good for that. All right, and so we've got this little jobber here.
I
I'm
think
just
some
going to go
purple
ahead.
sheep would be hilarious. I mean,
Just really.
stacking your sheep.
Ow, I caught my finger. That hurt. All right, so this is a possibility. That would be cool. Carnival.
Oh, yes, traveling show. I like that whole idea.
And this is a cup of coffee. Oh, this would be great. Because that's very, I mean, you know, that's year round.
Well, and what would be
That's like the theater.
very impressive would be if you could get each one of those kind of a different color.
Jeez.
Oh, you could do it.
I like the saxophone. That would be really good for music lovers.
Oh, you could print the PM moon mask, then butter the sheep over it. That would be great.
I'm really liking this. I'm really liking this for like my
It's more mark making.
purple
Yeah.
journal. 'Cause
The beads.
yeah. Keep that in mind. I like this a lot too, but I really, I like the whole
Yeah.
nature because I only have room here for one. And I've got some more papers back over here, but I think we're just going to work with threes.
Yes,
today.
ombre sheet. We'll see what she does.
Okay, well, we're just going to go ahead and get these going, and then we'll talk about our making of the ATCs here. All right. So Mariah says this sheep should just be... See, I'm looking for my little... Okay, it goes like this.
Yeah.
And I just had to open up a new jar of light and fluffy modeling paste by
Hello, Freestyle.
The Crafters Workshop. We love them.
Love the paste. Light and puffy.
It's made in Canada, and it's the Crafters Workshop Inc. in Elmsford, New York. But for some reason, I thought this Crafters Workshop was coming out of Utah.
Maybe some of their stuff. I don't know. I
Yeah.
hadn't really ever...
And they're not just Wesson-Dixie here when they say clean with soap and water, like right away. I will be sending...
Oh, Dusty Unicorn is another Canadian. We have quite a few Canadian friends.
Yeah, well, there you go. Got a fluffy little sheep going here.
Yes, Cafe du Monde. Is that the one in New Orleans? I think that's right. And then Devin says, yes, I had the beignets there too. Pigeons were bothersome. They wanted to get in on the beignets.
Well, of course they did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a problem with pigeons. They have a very... They're part of our natural world and unnatural world.
Mm-hmm.
They're survivors. They're like grackles. I think
They'll nest
most
anywhere.
of the grackles have displaced everybody. Okay, remember, hold down one end, bring up,
Well
and
done.
voila.
Look at that.
And look at the loft that I got there.
There you did.
Yeah, okay. Now that needs to go someplace where we're not...
Mm-hmm. And welcome all those of you that are coming in to say hello to the chat, because if you see the live chat, that means we are still live. If you don't see that, do leave us a comment below. Tell us that you were, you came in and saw us, liked us, and that'll get you entered into the 8K giveaway. Not that we're giving 8K away, but we will be giving 8 packages, and then
EIGHT.
yes. And then we'll be giving away 2 free little sessions with P on like FaceTime or something.
Yeah, always have a little piece of paper ready to
Do the wipe off.
do the wipe off, because you'll be surprised how much you have left on there. And you can put some of this back in there, but once it's been scraped around and it's dried out, it starts getting crusty on your edge there. So really,
You're very jingly.
there are people who appreciate my jingle jingle.
I know.
They
Just
have
letting
mentioned
everybody
it.
know that I'm not one of them. Aw, Christy says, thank you for showing my sheep. Made her day. Well, we love the sheep. They crack us up.
Just
I mean, if you're in a bad mood, just pull
Now,
out some sheep and
okay,
look at them.
here's what I want to caution you on. See the little lines there?
Yeah,
No,
they're
you
going to get
can't.
clogged.
They're already getting clogged up, so this needs to go to the
Yeah.
wash right now, Mariah.
I'm taking it.
Mariah's taking it. Now, I've already got one started in the bathtub with
Okay,
the
good.
friend
Oh,
stencil.
yeah.
And do get this cleaned off of yourself, number one, because it'll dry your skin out like a sucking sap from a tree.
Sucking sap from a tree. I don't know that that's the. Okay.
Is that not a good
I don't know. I don't know if that's something people say.
sucking sap from a tree?
Well,
You getting that feeling? How is that for sound effects?
mm-hmm.
Sound effects are free.
Me. That's why I used to say the jokes are for y'all.
Okay, I've got to start layering my stuff here. One nice thing about the modeling paste, it dries very rapidly.
Yeah, quite.
And you know, that'll probably be.
Hey, Deb.
I got to get with it. What do I have here?
Yeah, you
how
got
much time?
25 minutes. So, I was messing around with the Streamlabs thing, and then it gave me like you know how it's just like a little year in review kind of thing. Did you know that? So I'm hopefully I'm remembering these numbers right, but so we did 154 streams last year,
Good heavens!
which then comes out to a little over 300 hours, because you know we could go a little long on some of them because you think we do 2 hours.
So how many did you do the math?
Well, yeah, it's like over 300 hours of stream time.
300 hours. Wow.
Fun
Okay,
little
we're gonna-
facts for y'all.
The little guy in the middle is going to be pink, hopefully.
Oh, you're gonna do it.
I don't know that this is going to work, but you know, we did it the other day and it kind of worked, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you think we also, and it'll be even more this next year because we now stream 4 times a week. Crazy. Oh, thanks, Christy. Yeah.
Well, y'all,
Spanish hombre sheep ole. That's good. I was kind of thinking, so Colleagues is on the whole sap thing. It doesn't suck, it flows. Flows from the tree.
well, I know, but there's a bird called a sap sucker.
Oh, she's talking about the bird. Now we're getting more information. This just in.
Okay, if I had really been, you know, using my big old brain, but it's important to have a holding spot on this type of.
Ah. Of course, you know, it's not the little black sheep on the top, it's the blue sheep. Don't get too
I'm having
swishy
a
there.
little problem with
Yep.
the footsies down here because I didn't have enough stuff.
Oh, you make it
I'm
bigger.
hoping
Yeah.
I'm not. Okay. Hold the paper down, lift up the stencil.
Those little ombre sheepies.
Hot diggity, look at that.
I kind of lost your pink, but there's enough on there that you can claim it.
I can climb it, absolutely. And you can see I lost it over here.
Yeah, there it all is.
There it all is.
Well done, P. Well done.
Okay. Now come on.
Yes.
You gotta give me a little love on that. That was
Now she's gonna have like 20 of those because she's got enough butter on there. And this will be even better. This will be the good one.
I'm just going to be happy to get this on here without going over the edge because that's always kind of.
That was one of the
A bummer.
other reasons I sized them the way that I did. Sometimes we go a little closer to the edge, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to make sure that there was more there.
Now I can even fussy cut those little suckers out and put them,
Listen to her.
you know, somewhere.
Somewhere's Put some sheep on that.
Fussy cut those sheep where,
Oh.
can't do that one.
Yeah,
Can't
that'd
do
be
that one,
tricky.
can't do that one, can't do that one. Oh my gosh, I wish I had my,
Lisa Mingus says, I always felt like the black sheep of our family, but my sister-in-law said that I'm the tie-dyed one. That's good. Oh, I like that. I'm telling you, the stencil butters are so much fun. And what's so funny, it was one of those products where we were like, eh. But they sent them to us. Because we were asking about the light and fluffy. And they're like, well, we're going to send you some of this other stuff, too. We were very unsure.
very,
But we're all in at this point.
we're all in. I do not know if I can get another one here. It's going to be really,
It's starting to, yeah.
it's getting stiff. But you'd be surprised. I'm really liking the design on these because I'm not getting flip-ups. So good on you, Mariah. And
Ooh.
I mean, look at this. I did lose a little up here at the
Yeah,
top.
sheep's bum. The little ones. That's okay.
That's all right. All right. I'm going to
You want me to
let
soak
you
that one? Yeah.
soak that one. Because those little bitty lines on there. And I do not want to mess that up, so I am not going to do my usual because of all those little things that
Yeah, the bumpies.
the very delicate lines, you want to be careful with that. Okay. Now I'm going to cut these apart simply because I can use and what Mariah, well, actually we haven't really talked about this, but this was my idea. In the streams, to keep everybody engaged and you know, just hanging about. Now that's probably, but I can still use that white part up there, and that's still going to be okay. I think we can still use this one. It'll be
Oh, sheep stamp.
close. We'll have these to mess around with.
So I think what would be good is maybe like two of them. So kind of the single sheep by itself, and then like the 3 stacked sheep.
Oh, for a stamp. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
We've got some exciting stamps coming up for y'all. Oh, can you hold up one of the stencil butter containers? And we do actually have these in our on our Amazon store, our little storefront, you know, of our recommended products. Can you hold one of stencil butters up into the technology? Thank you. But yes, they are the Crafters Workshop stencil butter.
Same people that bring you Light and Fluffy.
Now,
Light and Fluffy, and this is Ocean Blue. Ocean Blue is not my favorite color. But the thing about it is, when you're using it in small places, like on these really small line stencils, it has impact.
yeah,
The darkness of this here that you don't want to see a lot of works perfectly for the fine lines that you want to get in a
plus it's a
stencil
good
like
primary
this one.
color to have because it mixes well with the other ones.
Absolutely. And I really, you know, I'm thinking here that
Thank you, Bo.
this dark purple, and
Yeah, it's not too bad of a size, and I'll tell you what, it lasts a long time. You want to make sure that you clean the edges and have that thing sealed because it does last way longer than you think.
all right, this is turquoise. And you can see, I don't know that I'm loving the turquoise with this
No.
background that I've got going here, but it's another option for your blues.
Now, yeah, are you bringing out some of the newer ones?
Yes.
Devin says, I love that Miami blue color.
Yeah, I do too. Now, sea glass, oyster, and I don't know what the other one was. Beach grass. Don't these come in threes?
Usually, yes.
Yeah.
If you buy the set. I don't know
Yeah.
which ones come together because they just sent them to us.
These,
as is.
the beach glass, the oyster, and the sea glass. These are really nice if you want to take these and then you want to make this a little lighter. You use one of these, mix it really well, and you can see, you want this a little lighter turquoise, more, whatever. That would be good to do with that. And then the other one that I have is seashell. Okay, it's 4. Because this is the sea thing.
Oh,
Seashell,
yeah,
oyster,
maybe it does come in a 4
and
set.
beach grass.
Well, y'all see, if you click the link over there in our shop, we have the different,
Yeah.
it takes you over there and then it has all their options, I believe, from what I remember last.
So seashell is white enough that you can make a nice lavender color with
Yes.
this. You can make a wonderful sky blue with this.
And they're pretty easy, like, to mix up. Like, it doesn't take a...
Yeah, and the thing about this is you can take all of these and make, well, I don't know, maybe the green part. I've got a green, but the green is not my favorite.
Again, it's more on the, secondary.
Yeah. Okay, well, those are wonderful, and I love them. I love the consistency of them, and it's very easy to get a good, solid,
Yes, so this is a good point. Deb says, I mix my stencil butters with the pearl white all the time, so to get them lighter, which means you use a lot more of the white. So keep that in mind. That one that you
Seashell.
buy like an extra of, because that really is a good point. Another one is that if you really want to seal up those jars, either put some saran wrap or some press and seal. So thank you guys for those suggestions in chat.
yes, here's your pearl white, which that comes in the original set.
2 sets of 4.
And this is the seashell, which has a slight bit yellow tint to it, if you can see that. Yeah. So this is really cool, and this is warm. Cool white, warm white.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Now, it takes me a little while to get all of these back in there, which I'm not going to do that right now because that's really boring and nobody wants to watch me do that.
Oh, Deb says thank you for showing the difference. She was wondering about those 2 colors.
Yeah. Warm white, cool white. It doesn't make a ton of difference, really.
And Sharon is a big fan of the Nouveau Mousse. I don't know that we...
Yes, we have. I don't, for this purpose, I prefer
The butter.
the butter. It's thicker.
Yeah.
The moussey stuff
It's more squishy.
It's squishy, and it goes under because I've tried it. Remember, Xander hooked us up with some.
That's right.
Yeah, I tried it. I wanted to love it because I love the different.
Because they have, like, one of the things that Sharon was saying is they have more colors. Yeah, they are ridiculously priced if you are outside the U.S. But I'm wondering about, so in Canada, are they, I mean, because if they're made there,
One would think.
that
Hello.
they would be more reasonably priced than a lot of things.
See how I placed the stencil down here
Nice.
so that I could not have to worry about getting off on my. Try to get a nice even layer here. Gently, gently. No pushy, pushy.
They aren't less expensive, but reasonably priced, I believe. Okay. Well done. And that purple was a good choice.
Well, I knew I needed something dark with a light background. I really wanted to use some of that goldy stuff, but I need a dark background. Okay, we've got a lot of stuff on here. We're going to just see if we can do something with that. Boy, I'm running out of places to put stuff. These are really ugly. That's not going to work for my... Oh, here. I dug this out of the trash. I want y'all to know Mariah had thrown this away.
I didn't throw that away.
This piece of paper.
Oh, I did. Actually. Yep, I did. And I left my trash out so she could see it. Normally I have it hidden under my desk for this reason.
Because I don't look under there.
No.
Well, sometimes I do when I'm vacuuming. I pull that out.
Yeah, I don't like it when you look at my trash.
Izzy looks in the trash.
Just see my
She
mommy
checks.
threw this away. She'll come and tell Gigi.
Look, Gigi, look what my mommy threw away. I said,
I'm like, you need to stop digging in the trash.
sad, sweetheart. Sad. We shall shame her.
We shall shame her.
Let's shame her.
Well done.
Little tiny bit of, but look at the loft on that sucker.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mariah, I'm gonna, because
You got 10 minutes, by the way. Okay, I'll take
well,
this
I'm
away.
gonna be able to make a couple of these so that we can give them away. They may need a few little things done to them, but we're going to make the ones that we're going to give away for those who have stayed the course. It's, you know.
Alright, so I think what I will end up doing is we're just going to do like one kind of hashtaggy thing, and then I'll do, so how many of them?
I want to do some gel plating on this, so this is not going to be it today. This just needs something on it. This is not very interesting. I need to do some other stuff to that. I personally love this.
I know you do.
I just like it.
I mean, it's cool, but
Mariah doesn't think it is, but pardon.
I was just kind of upset that you used the super bright yellow. But now by itself, that is better
Yeah.
when it's not with the whole sheet. Like, I just didn't like that as a whole one thing. Okay, what am I doing? Oh, yeah.
I'm rescuing my little cutter here.
I'm going to Nightbot.
Okay. Oh, we're going to put those over there. All right. So what is the size of our ATC?
Three and a half, 2.5.
3 1/2. Oh my gosh, where's the half mark on this?
And you know, if you have the little card thing, it's a lot easier if you just like glue the little card thing down and then
Okay, so where is 3? Is this 3 1/2?
like
That's 3 1/2. Right there.
sure.
Okay, I'm gonna have to trim off a little bit more on this end here.
All right, so tell me again how many we're giving away.
Okay, I gotta straighten this booger out here.
Second.
It's terrible.
This is how it happens, y'all.
This is how it happens, y'all. So this one needs to be 2 1/2,
2.5.
and that's the half mark right there.
I mean, I can't see it from here, so I'm just marking it
It's
up.
very, very complicated.
Put the little arm down there. Okay, where'd that?
So this.
Yes, we did. We hit the 8. We should be
This
like
is-
last I looked at it.
Okay, this is 2. So 2 1/2 is going to be in between those two.
Yeah, huh.
This is really sucky poo poo. Okay, so we're going to have to lose some X's.
Mm-hmm.
I think I want to lose the X's on this side because I don't think this side looks as cool as this side. So that's my, but I don't want to lose them all, so I'm going to take a little bit off of each one.
Oh, thank you. And is it Jackie?
And we're going to turn it around.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to,
I should have thrown you a playing card, and then you could.
did you see that? Did you see that?
You Yeah, gotta get your hand closer. And it's nice if you take that little bar and kind of push it in.
Pull it towards
yeah.
the blade.
Yeah, give it a little.
Oh, we've got some nice little
Okay,
pieces
so
there.
now are you going to answer me? How many are we giving away exactly?
It depends on how many I get made.
Stay tuned, y'all. We got 6 minutes.
Okay, so I'm going to have this one. I'm going to have the stars, and then I'm going to have this one. I need to work on those others. Okay, so we're saying 3.
Hi, Mary.
So they won't be finished today, but this is the 3.
Okay, so we're going to be giving away 3.
3. X's, stars, and circles.
Okay. I'm going to say, so, X's, stars, circles. I got those written down. Now, let me get over here. I'm going to do one time and then pull from that same. I'm going to do 3 from the 1 entry. Y'all got what I'm saying? I hope so. So we're going to do hashtag ATC. Put it in now. Mo says you have incorrectly cut.
I have?
They feel that way.
Is this too small?
It might be.
Well, I'll just have to put a border around it.
Here.
I can still, well, maybe a little bit, Mo. Yeah.
Slightly. That's usually how she goes anyway.
Yeah, it's not an exact science. I'm sure Carrie's probably, as
It's like I'm out.
they call it.
Oh, I gotta roll. Okay, I'm rolling. Oh wait, are you guys still entering? It's close enough, exactly. I'm rolling.
Close enough.
Why is this thing not doing its thing? Ugh.
Okay,
Y'all,
we'll take a little
hold
bit
on,
off of
sorry.
this end.
I don't know why Nightbot's giving me so much troubles.
And a little bit off of this end.
Go again. Hashtag ATC.
Okay, that's a little bit over. I could take a little bit more off this side. This is how I measure.
This is how you
Well,
measure.
the thing about it is I'm trying to preserve the integrity of the stars.
Yes, upon bars.
There we go. Yeah, I might have took a little much off of old X's from
You can
Texas
just
here.
glue them down to these cards. They're purple. They're pretty. They kind of go. Or do you want a different one for that?
I want to use this. You just shush it.
Okay, well, I'll cut that then. For you on the big, because you can't cut that.
I can't cut that on here.
No. Okay, I'm rolling.
Okay.
First winner is Estella. Estella, you get the X's because I have that first on my list. All right, now I'm going to roll again so y'all can keep doing your thing if you want. But I think it's going to let me. Barbara Olson. Osborne. Oh, sorry. Barbara Osborne. Barbara Osborne. Now, y'all know the deal. Okay, one more. I'm rolling it. Roll it. And Candy H. Circles for you, Candy. Please remind me by emailing me. And then I still owe, I need to send Miriam her print.
But it is finished.
Who was the other one? See, this is why. And I could have, I was remembering, but then I didn't remember.
The blue stuff. Who got the blue stuff?
Yeah, do y'all remember? I mean, I can go back and look at the stream.
Here, I got sticky notes. Do you got sticky notes?
No, they have disappeared from over here once again. Gene, I can't imagine who took that.
I think I fetched those from the table.
Okay.
Well, this has got some good parts. I'll just put the parts in. You know, you might want to do something with the parts on this one. And this one's not very interesting. Parts.
All right, guys. Well, there we go. She will continue on with making these lovely ATCs. That those of you that won will be getting them. Do email me, cause you see, I forget, and then I'm like, oh, I thought I remembered, and then I didn't. But I will go back and remind myself.
Yeah,
who won.
but this is what I'm backing them with, is our old Christmas cards.
They're lovely. Super fun. All right, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. We'll see you back here tomorrow with Mariah Makes Monday. Monday, I make things on Monday. That's what I do. Okay.
Yeah, we need to talk about that
Why?
before you start making. I want you to do some things for me.
Oh, she's got some plans. All right, so that'll be fun. All right, guys. See you then. Thanks so much for hanging.
Bye.
Remember to come back. This is the last one you can get entered on. Bye.